Why? Does he look like he can fight? Come on, bro.
When they mined an area, they put down yellow tape right across that line. See? And if you walked on the wrong side of that yellow tape, you blew up.
Strange Tales 136, I remember it very clearly, and that was my first exposure to Kirby. And I wanted to show it to people.
Scene, we'll lock it up. I've been feeling it, Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, maybe it's evening where you're at. Welcome to another fun-filled edition of Comics and Coffee. I am your host, your humble servant, Don Chin, and I am broadcasting. This is my first show from my new setup. So I usually broadcast upstairs out of one of our house's extra bedrooms, but my wife said, I think you'd have more space downstairs. And so this is the new spread. We've got the virtual fish tank, a lot more room to spread out all the all the cool collectibles and stuff. So it's going to be a great show. I have one of the hottest comic books, I think, that's being crowdfunded right now, the creative team of Perfect 10. And I have the first 2 issues here in my hand. I've read both. I highly recommend them if you have not picked this title up. Both Dave Brink, the writer, creator, and POW RODRIGEZ, the artist, are in the green room, and they're going to talk to us about their latest campaign. I'm really excited. This is a great looking book, easily in the top 10 of what I've read in the last year. But before I get into that, I wanted to say hi to the chat. I think we saw Nicholas in the house and D-Wag. Chris Fisk is also here. Chris is the creator of INFINITALE Chronicles, and we have his crowdfunder right here that we backed. But Chris sent me a nice sticker that I'm going to unbox a little bit later, and we're also going to give away one of his first issues, his digital first issues. So at about a quarter to the next hour, we're going to do the Quacky Quiz. So if you guys aren't aware of what the Quacky Quiz is that when you hear the duck, that means it's time for the Quacky Quiz. And so we're going to have 2 different opportunities for you guys to win stuff today. So the first one will be Chris's INFINITALE Chronicles, and then Dave and POW. Actually, Dave is contributing a digital comic book called Dream Girl. So you have to answer trivia questions, though. So you just have to stay tuned, and we'll do that a little bit later. So it'll be fun. Past Master Dan is in the house. Nice mustache, my friend. Let's see. Hex Allen is here. Hi, Hex. Good to see you. We have Apex here. And let's see. Anybody else? I think Dark Gift is here. Hey, Dark Gift, nice to see you. And Shadow Hawkbacks is in the house. Good to see you. And our friends Mo and Joe from Texas. Nice to see you guys. Well, let's go ahead and get this going. Okay, let's bring in the men of the hour. That would be Dave and POW. So, hey, Dave.
Hey, Don.
Greetings. How are you?
Hey, chat. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me, Don. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I saw you talking with my friend Wise a little bit. You're making the rounds already, huh?
Oh, you were there. Oh, yeah. Busy day. So I have like all the streams, one after the other, but it's fun, man. It's a good time. Yeah.
So you're all the way in the Netherlands, is that correct?
That's correct, sir. Yes.
What time is it over there?
It's now 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
I see. And so you're probably off work and just kind of winding down, dinner time soon?
Yeah. Well, today was my day off. So because I had a stream before this one, and so I had my entire day off. Also, I need to work on scripts and campaigns, and there's always work, So
can I ask you what you do? Your normal 9-to-5 job?
Sure. I'm a graphic designer for a huge company.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not that exciting, really. I love this better. So
okay, I hear you, man. And let's get POW in here. Hey, POW.
Hey, Don.
Nice to see you.
How are you?
Now, POW, I have to say you've got one of the coolest first names I've come across in a while. Is that really your first?
Said that I'm a zero box character name.
I think you need to have this coat more than I do because it would suit you. Pau, tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you where are you based out of?
I'm from Fortaleza, Brazil,
Oh wow.
and about time. It's 14:07 p.m. here in Brazil right now.
Okay.
And talking about myself as a comic artist, I'm a pro comic artist since 2000, 2006. Yeah, 2006.
I looked at your comic Vine. I was not aware that you had so many titles under your belt, including DC and Marvel. So
Yeah,
you look very young.
Many years ago.
You look very young. Can I ask you how old you are?
This year I will turn 40 years old.
Oh wow, you're young. You have a baby face.
Thank you so much.
Nice. So, how did you two meet? Was it like via online or convention, or how did that? How did a Netherlands writer and a Brazilian artist
connect? Yeah, basically just Facebook. I think I was a fan of Pau's work for years. I have comics from him, you know, and then I saw him on Facebook, so I just followed him there, and he had this. At one point, he posted something that he did commissions, so I jumped on that, and he did some commissions for me. First commission for Earthling, I think, and that was several years back.
I guess it was Earthling and Low Child, right?
Yes, exactly. And he did a few more pinups for me, commissions, and I really wanted to work with him on a comic book. So we talked about that a few times, and then the right concept came along, and that was this book. So
this is your you're on your third issue, and you're up to like you've already met your goal, but I mean, what did the second campaign do, Dave?
The second one was around $17,000.
Great.
Yeah.
And do you feel like this one's going to outdo that one at this point, or can you tell?
I don't know. I have no idea. The first one was also weird. I did like 6 weeks to reach even half my goal, and then in the last 2 weeks it suddenly blew up. So it's really difficult to predict sometimes.
Okay. So let me ask you, Pau. How did you start to work for some of these other companies? Like I have your comic Vine up here. How did you get your big break with Marvel or DC?
It wasn't in 2009. Yes, my first works with the big two was a few years ago. So 2009. 11 years ago.
And did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was. It was a dream for me working for Marvel. Then I get a work for to illustrate some Wolverine pages. Then I did What If issue, and I screwed everything, being ridiculous late, and then I just gave another chance within 2 or 3 years later.
Okay. So you're basically saying you had some deadline problems, and they gave you another chance. I also saw that you have credits, like recent credits with Star Wars.
Yeah, I was working for IDW and doing the Star Wars, the High Republic Adventures.
Nice.
With Harvey Tolibal.
So how fast do you work? I mean, how long does it take for you to draw, a 32-page book?
When I was working for Marvel and DC, I take almost 3 months to produce 30 pages, and
Okay.
now I feel much more comfortable about my style, and I can produce one page per day. And now I don't have problems with deadlines, but I have a lot of different projects to work on. So
Okay.
sometimes I'm in trouble, but I can handle it without bigger problems.
Who are some of your influences, pal? Your artistic influences.
As you can see, and that's why, in my opinion, that's why Dave invited me to work with him. It's Joe Mad is my main influence, and Roger Cruz.
Okay. And,
They both are my main influences.
and Dave, you said you've been doing comics. I think, did you say you were kind of doing them in the 90s and then you came back to the craft, or?
Yeah, in high school. I mention that often because we did produce comics and we did sell comics, but it was mainly we didn't have the resources to do it on a professional level. So it was a good learning experience. And we did that for about 5 years. And it was all locals, all in Dutch. And then we had this little group of students, and we were young. And after 5 years, we kind of needed to do other things. We needed to grow up and live life. And I didn't do anything with producing comics for 15 years, and I started again in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I think on your latest campaign, I didn't realize that you had such a library of books. So when I initially saw you guys launch on Michael Bancroft, I just picked up the third issue, and because I was trying to scramble to be one of the first backers. And then I saw your Give Me Everything package, and to me, I said, wow, that's a better bang for your buck, getting all these back issues, for a lot less per copy than just the third issue. So tell us kind of your evolution of Genuine. What was your you've got Dream Girl, which we're going to be giving away, but you've got a lot of different other titles here that besides Perfect 10.
Yeah. The first international comic that I made, when I tried to do it right, so when I tried to do it professional, was Earthling. That launched on Kickstarter in 2015. So that started this, and of Earthling we now have 4 issues, and then I made the Dream Girl Sleeper Agent comic book, and then came titles like Power Trip and Ajax Awakening, which is a title from someone else. Jeremy Scott Browning created Ajax, and he brought him into the Genuine universe. So we published that also, and then we started with Perfect 10. So yeah,
okay.
and we have one art book also, so you get everything.
Are you planning any like crossovers between the other older Genuine universe characters with Perfect 10, or?
Well, crossovers between titles under the Genuine banner is fairly easy, and I am trying to bring characters into some other titles when possible. Actual crossovers we haven't done yet, but it's certainly possible.
Okay.
So,
well, I have to say, Dave, just reading the book. To me, it felt like a 90s Image, but the balance between the story you're writing and Pow's artwork was just perfect. It wasn't like the writing was overwhelming and too wordy, or the artwork was like you didn't skimp. I felt like you were really thorough in the way that you planned this book, and I just you have so many characters in it that are so cool. It almost made me feel like I was reading like the the Claremont and Byrne X-Men back in the day when it was really done well. So what were your influences as a writer creator? What did you like when you were younger and growing up?
I never really thought of myself as a writer, because I wanted to draw, but then I realized I cannot have other people write my stories. They're in my head. I had to learn the craft, and that basically began while I watched the television series Breaking Bad.
Oh,
yeah. That's such a good series, and I loved the structure, and I began to rewatch it and study it to learn how they do it. And later, the comic book series Invincible was a huge influence.
Well,
yeah.
We have a question from the audience. I think Abo asked, does Pow handle all the art, including colors? Do you want to answer that, Pow? Or?
Yeah. No, I don't handle all the I do pencils and inks. If I take the colors, we aren't be able to launch perfect and campaigns in so short time.
Sure, I got you. I think I saw on the Indiegogo you have the credits at the top, who your colorists are and who your letter is. So on this series, it was Daniel Rodriguez, correct?
Yeah,
and he's back again for your third issue.
Yep, the same team.
Nice. That sounds great. So what's Daniel's background? Has he worked for some big people?
Yeah, he a few are mentioned on the page. Let me see. Oh, for big people, I don't know. He's working for something right now, but he doesn't really want to tell me.
Oh.
So, but he worked.
That's all right.
He worked on another story that I made for Arctic Press. He was my colorist there also.
Okay. I'm looking. I was just going to ask Pow if he works digital or traditional, and it looks like there is an original cover art that's already sold. So Pow, are all the pages in this book, are they hand drawn, or are you working like partially digital and some traditional?
No, all traditional. I made some pages in digital for issue 2, but I didn't like the results, so I decided to go back to the traditional way.
Gotcha.
And the traditional way, I love the how paper and ink smells, so I love to work on the traditional way.
So Dave, are you offering, besides the covers, are there interior pages for sale, or?
Yeah, there's one still for sale. The one left, the Calamity
there we go,
splash
right there.
page, and that's a page from issue 2.
Okay, I remember that. I just reread the book this morning, and you've got so many great. I know you don't call them mutants. You have a different name for them, but when I read the characters, they remind me of kind of like the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And
Yeah.
Morbid. Morbid is the one that has the fat.
Yes.
That she. That is so original. I love that.
Yeah. The thing is, I created Morbid in the 90s, and I couldn't believe that power still wasn't taken by someone else. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to introduce her now. Yeah.
Well, this is just So much fun. And Dave, do you and Pal intend this to kind of be an ongoing series, or is it finite, or?
It is. This is a mini series, so this will end with issue 4.
Okay.
And after that, we could pick up Perfect 10 again, but then for a new story arc.
Okay, gotcha. And so at this point, between you and Pal, are you kind of doing like an issue a year? Are you trying to do 2, or?
We would like to get issue 4 also done this year.
Okay.
So
very nice.
That's the goal. Yeah. But,
so Pal, what's comic books like in Brazil? I mean, did you grow up and like have a local store, or how do you find comic books where in your country?
Yeah. I'm from a really poor family. My mom worked as a maid in a family house, and the family's children has had a lot of X-Factor books, and I always get those books and try to simulate the lines of the artists in these books, and that's the way I started loving superheroes and comic books. And I had the chance to buy my first superhero comic book in the Jim Lee eras for X-Men. And then I just in these days I decided what I want to do for living.
Now, Pal, did you have any formal training? Did you go to school, or are you all self-taught?
No. Yeah,
Wow.
I only practicing it since the beginning of the day to the night.
Okay. So what was your first published professional work? Was it, I saw you did like some Lady Death and some indies and stuff like that.
Indies books. A book called Lucky Dog in 2006.
Okay. I think I have your Comic Vine tab.
Yeah, I started in indie books, so I jumped for Marvel and DC. Then I go back for indies and small publishers.
Okay, so Lucky Dog looks like it's kind of like a action-packed kind of funny animal, maybe, or is it more serious?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know a lot about the project. It's a mess because the writer is a great guy, but I guess he was trying to find the main idea for the book, but it's about heroes for hire.
Okay.
And some of them are beasts or cyborgs, wizards, and fighting against bad guys.
So the stuff that we're looking at, you did all the interiors and the covers?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then obviously you went on and you did some other stuff. So you've got like over 69 issues, it says on Comics Vine. What's are you most proud of Perfect 10?
Can you repeat the question?
I said, are you the proudest of? It's probably a bad question for me to ask in front of Dave, but are you the proudest of your work on Perfect 10?
Yeah, Perfect 10 is the project, and I'm not talking it because I'm in front of Dave. But Perfect 10 is the project that makes me happy to produce the pages because I don't know. I guess it's because Dave has the same influence than me that I have.
Okay.
Also, and then I feel like Perfect 10 is mine as well. So
that's nice.
I
totally hear you.
I draw the pages with much more passion.
So let me ask you, Dave and Pow, if there was ever a Perfect 10, either a live action series or a movie, who would you cast as 10?
Idris Elba, I think.
No. Oh, yeah. As 10, no.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, all right. Well, she has to be black, right? Nowadays. So.
Have you ever thought about that, Dave?
No, not really. I can't really imagine it nowadays that they will do it justice. So maybe if I get complete creative control, and then preferably I have a animated series.
Okay. Has anybody approached you yet? Because it seems like it's just ready to be adapted, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've been approached for several things, but not yet for a movie or a TV series. No.
Okay, no worries. So what's next? Let's pull up your campaign again and kind of go through it. What would you say is the best bang for the buck on your campaign? Let me make sure I get it pulled up here. I think I veered away from it for a second. Like I said, I back the everything tier, but I know that, some people are limited on what they can afford. So tell us what you think is, if you
can not go for the Give Me Everything tier, which basically gives you every book we produced so far, then there are two tiers that are one is for people that already have the previous two books. They can go for the feature tier that gives you both new covers. So that gives you issue 3 with both new covers, plus a new book called Crossworlds.
Okay.
And then we have the catch-up tier. If you have nothing yet of this series, the catch-up tier comes with all 3 issues, and you will get the second printing of issue 1, because we were running out of issue 1. So it will be reprinted and relettered, and it will have a brand new cover, and that's the main version of the first issue that comes with this campaign. If you still want the first edition, it's still available, limited, and you can add that at the checkout.
Now, Dave, I was so thankful because I think I DM'd you on Twitter a few months ago, and I said, I really like what your books look like. Would you be interested in trading? So you graciously sent me some copies of your books, and I sent you some of ours. And then when I finally got around to reading Perfect 10, I enjoyed the story so much. And then you always have pinups in the back, and my mouth dropped when I saw my friend Bill Mouse on your.
Oh no! What did he do? Oh, now we have to carry it now. So his mouth dropped, and then he kicked himself because he saw Bill Mouse.
Sorry about that, guys.
Welcome back, man.
So how did Bill come into the book? Did you?
I have commissioned Bill before for other things.
Okay.
I just love Bill Mouse's work, and I've been following him since Naira X and even some other titles that he made.
Awesome.
Yeah, like Solace and so I knew his work, and he also does work for Argo Comics.
Okay.
So we kept in touch, and occasionally I I ask him for a commission, and I really do want to do a comic with him sometimes, but the man is very busy. So
yes, he is. He's working on his Nera X. I think he's got a Zen book that he's going to be doing too. So Dave and Pow, after Perfect 10 concludes, you've mentioned, you know, you're probably going to do another mini series. Do you have any plans to do any spin-offs with these characters? Because it seems like you've got these other super teams, and what, Safeguard, is that one of the names of the teams? Is that correct?
Safeguard is one of them. Yeah. We're introducing them here, and if possible, when Perfect 10 closes, then we would like to do a new title together, if Pau still wants to work with me. And we both agreed that Safeguard would be a cool title to pick up. Nice.
Yeah, I would pick up all these. I think if they're done to the level that you guys have demonstrated in the first two, I mean, these books hold up to anything I think the big major publishers are putting out. I feel like you guys are doing it all right, and I wish the best for you guys. So Pow, are you, besides Perfect 10, are you still doing any other work for people that they can pick up besides Star Wars?
I was working with Tony Kittrell and Advent Comics, but the book I'm doing for Advent will take a long time to be finished.
Okay, no problem. So we're about 35 minutes into the show. I did tell people I was going to start unboxing some things, and then we're going to do the quiz. Do you guys want to stick around for unboxings, or do you need to get on with your day? I know it's dinner time for you, Dave.
No, I made sure I ate before this. So
okay. Pow, are you okay to hang on, or do you need to get back to work?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You want to stick around? Okay, so let me make this screen a little bit bigger, and then I'll I think I can do it like this. All right, so obviously, guys, I can't recommend this book high enough. We will play the trailer during the quiz, so that way you guys will see the cool trailer that they have.
An amazing book.
It is an amazing book, guys. We saw Amanda in the chat already say it was wonderful. So, okay, so here's what we got here, guys. Quite a bit of stuff came in my mailbox over the last couple of weeks. So, I don't know if you backed this book, Dave or Pow, but it's called Replicator.
Oh yes,
and it's by Rob.
I got it last week.
Okay, so the thing that I really liked was this wax skull that he put on the packaging. Yeah. And so here's the Replicator 3, and I'll spend just a few minutes with each. I don't want to take up too much time, but yeah, I got all 3 issues because I wasn't familiar with the series until I started watching Michael Bancroft. So what do you think about this, Dave? Is it pretty cool?
Yeah, I have the same perk. So all 3 issues, I wasn't familiar with it before, but it looks awesome, man. It looks amazing.
So you haven't read it yet either?
I have not read it yet. No.
Okay.
The covers are great.
I think they just started. A lot of the people in the United States just started getting their books, but what attracted me was that we've had Rob Willis work on some stuff for us, and when I saw that he had done a cover, which I think this is his cover. I think Bancroft colors this book. Is that what you understand, Mike or Dave?
Yeah. He had some color streams where you see him tackle these pages. Yeah.
So this is Replicator 3, guys, hot off the press, all the way from Australia. Now, on your book, Dave, are you having RJ fulfill for you in the States, or?
Yeah, for issue 3, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, this looks like a lot.
Yeah, we needed to do it because the shipping costs were getting out of hand, man.
So you print it here in the States and then ship it to RJ?
No, I print it here in the
Oh, you
Netherlands. I
do?
ship him the books.
Okay. Just curious. Can you tell who your printer is? Because I thought they did a really good job.
It's an online printer. So I can give the address for, but it's Dutch. So
Is it so? It's not Mixum or anything like that.
no.
No. Okay. Yeah, they did a really good job. I mean, I thought the colors, the printing was really nice. So that's Replicator, guys. You can pick up. There's a bunch of prints and stickers and cool stuff.
Yeah, Replicator looks great. Some people suggested to me that I should print in the US to save the shipping, but I want to print it here because I want to see the books that I send out.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You could have good quality, better quality control. So here's some prints probably of, I don't recognize these artists, but these are all cool. Stretch goals, I'm sure. Pal, what do you enjoy reading these days? Are you still collecting?
Nowadays, I'm enjoying to watch movies, not
just to watch movies.
Books right now.
Do you have kids, pal? Do you have a family?
I have a 14 years old daughter.
I see. Does she like comics at all, or not really?
She liked regular romance books.
Romance books, okay. So she's not into manga or anything like that? Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, really good looking books. Thank you, Rob, for the fulfilling Replicator. Let's get to Chris Fisk, who's in the house. This is INFINITALE Chronicles. I kind of showed you the main campaign, which Chris sent out this nice box, and
it looks
a fantasy
amazing
book. Yeah, he did this a couple of months ago, and this is the first issue. Beautiful. He's got all sorts of swag, stand-ups, and oversized trading cards. So if you follow Chris on Twitter, he gives away stuff every once in a while whenever he hits a landmark. So if he hits like a certain amount of followers, he'll actually send out cool little freebies. So I was one of the 4 that responded to his tweet, and so he says, I'll send you an oversized trading card, holo trading card. So this is what he sent me.
Look at that.
Pretty sweet. Very nice, Chris. And he's got like even a bonus little sticker there, and totally cool. So Chris, thank you so much. We will be giving away your digital book in just a few minutes. And the question that we're going to ask is fantasy related. So beautiful. I will definitely put this along with all my other cool INFINITALE Chronicles stuff. Next in the mailbox is from our friend Mike Barron. Are you guys familiar with Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike.
So
yeah.
Mike is.
But I don't know this title. Yeah,
Mike is like, he's a jack of all trades. He does so many different weird books. So this one is, I think it's like, what if a dog was James Bond? So it's called Buddy McGill. And if you ever read The Badger, which was his martial arts character, he had a lot of kind of weird characters, like a kind of a Spuds MacKenzie type of parody in his books. So Mike was on my show a couple weeks ago. We were talking about Smokes the Fox, which he's doing with Justin Belmont, and as well as his Thin Blue Line. But he said, yeah, I'll give away a copy of Buddy McGill to one of your viewers. So I said, well, I want a copy of Buddy McGill. So he sent me Buddy McGill, and he said, I'll sign it for you. And so if you guys follow Mike on Twitter or Facebook, you can pick these up. He sent me this book and Offworlder, which is his another indie title. I mean, he does like multiple books a year. So this is more like a fantasy, kind of a Conan type book. So he does not just humor, but he does, obviously, you know, he's a big Punisher and action guy. So for $12, he sent me both these autographs. So hit up Mike Barron and you can try to, if you want to pick up some of his back issues, they're very reasonably priced. So Mike, thank you so much. What else do we got here? Are you familiar with Trent Kanuga, Dave or Pal?
Yeah.
He did Creed.
He's from Snowman, right?
No.
Snowman is Matt Martin. He's one of Ethan's friends. Yeah. So
right.
Trent was on my show a few weeks ago, and he got started in indie comics back in the late 80s, early 90s. He did a book called Creed, which all caps recently published a new version of. And so Trent, unlike Ethan, he didn't stay in comics. He went into video games. So he's worked on like World of Warcraft, League of Legends, and now he's got a new he's had a book series called Twilight Monk for a long time, but now it's a video game that I think that he's releasing on his own on Steam. So Trent came on my show and he says, I'll send you one of my art books for Twilight Monk. So if you like kind of fantasy Hobbit stuff, this is a full, it feels like it's like 80 pages of his, you know, conceptual artwork for his world called Twilight Monk. So Trent, thank you for coming on the show and sending us his stuff. If you want to get Trent's comics, you can go to aquatic-moon.com. And so he sent me some cool stickers, and that's kind of the frog that's in Creed reimagining. So there's the website, guys, for all your Trent Kanuga needs, aquatic-moon.com, and definitely give that stuff a read. All right, so a couple more things, and then we'll do our quiz, guys. Have you ever talked to Lucifer Storm before, Dave? Do you know Lucifer?
No, I don't think so.
Don't think so? He does a show in the UK called, well, I think I'm not sure what it's called, but he's been interviewing creators for quite a while. So he came up with a book, kind of a more mature ages book. It's called Ed Gein, Demon Hunter. And so
heard of that.
You've heard of it? Okay. So
yes.
He packed it all in this gothic black tissue paper. And so I backed this book, and it's done by artwork is by Christian Rossi. And so this is Ed Gein, Demon Hunter. I just heard the quacky duck go off, so we'll try to make this quick. But I told Christian and Lucifer I would be opening this on my show. It's a black and white book. It's for like more mature readers, but it's like, what if a serial killer was hired to kill demons? So,
yeah, why not?
So that's the premise. Oh, it comes with a nice mystery. Oh, wow. I don't even know if I want to open this. I'll open it carefully. What have you backed lately, Dave? Anything that you want to give a shout out to?
The last thing that I backed was the what was it? What was the name with the 9 creators from the
Long
Spencer
Shots?
deal? Yeah,
Long
yeah, the
Shots.
Long Shots. Yeah,
That's a good deal, guys. We're gonna have Anthony Figueroa on at the end of this month, and maybe some of the other creators. I think he's on Bancroft tonight. So this is an oversized print. There's probably another print behind it of Ed, and then a little sticker from Lucifer. But the thing that I got that probably not a whole lot of other people got was a T-shirt. So let me open that up real quick. Do you guys plan to do any apparel, Dave, in the future, maybe? Or?
I've thought about it. It's quite a hassle, really. But maybe.
Yeah. So this is the T-shirt from Lucifer. It's a little intense. it's a little. It's not. I think I'll definitely wear it on a future stream. So thank you, Lucifer and Christian. Great job.
Some great black and white art, man.
All right. Last but not least, guys, this was a campaign that was on Kickstarter. It's called Surrounded by Death. And it's like, what if Mallrats met The Walking Dead? So I went ahead and backed this tier from a guy named Johnny C. He's actually a friend of ours from through Keith Gleason, who does the Mighty Mascots for Alterna. Keith has lettered our last 2 books. And so Johnny and Keith do a show every week about indie comics. And this was Johnny's, I think, his first crowdfund. And he did it on Kickstarter. And he fulfilled it. So I got the boxed set. And so I got what was called like the barista tier. So it comes with actual branded coffee of his comic book. My wife and I are big caffeine freaks. And then I know, Pal, you're Mormon, right? You probably don't drink coffee, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So besides that, guys, it also came with this looks like a mug, which I want to be really careful to open the box, but it's got the Surrounded by Death logo, and I don't want to mar the box, but he's made it a puzzle to open. Let's see here. Boy, it's like Fort Knox. Well, I don't want to break the box, so I'm going to have to wait on that. But this is the book, Surrounded by Death. Do you guys like zombie flicks?
I did, but now there are too many.
The same for me.
And this one, I think he threw in a Comic-Con exclusive edition, which I was really wanting bad. So thank you, Johnny, for your kind gift. And I'm not sure if this is still in demand, or I know INFINITALE is still in demand. I'm not sure about Ed Gein. This one, you also get Surrounded by Death t-shirt. And then what I thought was really cool was with this special tier, you also get a barista apron. So it comes with an apron, which I think was a fun stretch goal. And then all sorts of Chotsky stuff, trading cards, pins, prints. So anyway, Surrounded by Death by Johnny C. All right, guys. So let's wrap up our show with our quiz, as I promised. We still have a good dozen people in here. So it's time for the Quacky Quiz, guys. And that means time for our Quacky Quiz video, which I'll get loaded up right here. And then we'll do our quiz. All right. So the first quiz is for INFINITALE Chronicles, a digital copy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play INFINITALE Chronicles trailer, and you, Pal, you and Dave are eligible for this quiz. So if you know the answer, all you have to do is put the correct answer in the chat. If the first person that gets the answer right will win a digital copy of INFINITALE Chronicles. So let's go ahead and watch the trailer, and then I'll play the quiz during the trailer.
We were all innocent once. That time is no more. The illusions of safety and assurance are inexorably dispelled by experience. On the world of Hesperia, the children of the gods were torn from their sanctuary of a blissful ignorance and unchallenged dogma. Eventually, everyone must grow up, even the eternally young. A single act of defiance set events in motion that would shatter the very foundation of existence. As the conflagration of a great war burned through the lands, unlikely allies rose from the ashes to defy extinction. The angered gods sought to rid the world of a blight that had befell their flocks. This infection was an unforgivable sin, the true knowledge of creation. Their wrath was cruel and merciless. These are the tales of the great war that destroyed our world, and of the heroes that led us to new lands beyond it. Infinito Chronicles, the War of the Trees.
All right. So this is really embarrassing, guys, but my mouse just died. And so I can't look at your comments. I'm not sure how to work the keyboard to see who answered. Dave, can you see in the chat? Let me see if I can look here. Actually, I did see some. The correct answer is Richard and Wendy.
Yeah, some people got it right.
Okay, can you tell who in the chat was first?
The first one who got it right, Apex Comics said Pini, but he didn't mention the first name.
Okay. And then Pops also answered. I think I'm going to give it to Apex. Pini is close enough for me, so I know how to get a hold of Apex. I'm not sure how I'm going to turn off this show. This is going to be real interesting.
Oh no.
But I'm going to have to manually ask you the second question, and unfortunately, because the mouse is dead, I don't think I can play the trailer that I was wanting to of your comic book. I feel bad about that, guys. I needed to plug this in, and I did not do that. So, all right. So, anyways, Apex, congratulations! You win the INFINITALE Chronicles digital, and I will get that to you. So, Dave, you graciously gave us a digital copy of Dream Girl. Is that correct?
Yeah, Dream Girl Sleeper Agent. That's the complete title. Yeah.
All right. So here's the quiz question that I would have posted during our chat or during this portion. So here's my quiz question. For a prize from Genuine Comics, name one of the 4 largest cities in the Netherlands. So I'll go ahead and let you guys in the chat answer that. Hopefully it won't take you too long. Pow, do you know?
No way.
You know one. I think you know one.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Can you get some batteries, Don?
I just have to plug this into a USB port, which I don't have connected to my computer here. Which let me check. Technology at work. I mean, I wonder if it plugs into my what? Wait a second.
Someone says Denmark. I can tell you now that's not correct.
That is not correct.
It's not correct.
Let's see here.
Abominable Grizzly.
Oh, wait a second. I did plug it into my computer momentarily. So let's see if I took my keyboard connector out and I plugged it into my mouse. So let's see if it gives me enough juice to finish the show. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm going to turn off the. I think Chris Fisk said Amsterdam, and that is the largest city. So is he the first one?
Chris Fisk is the first one who said Amsterdam.
Okay, Chris, congratulations. Chris is INFINITALE Chronicles. So he not only gave, he also receives. I think that's going to do it, guys, for the show. So how can we get a hold of you, gentlemen, if we want to? I know you have your Twitter. Dave, do you also have a website?
Yeah, we have a website called genuinecomics.com. And I have my own YouTube channel, Genuine Comics. We're reaching 200 subscribers now, so check that out, guys.
Awesome.
And I have Instagram, also Genuine Comics.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to check out your show, Dave. Maybe we can do a show in the future. That would be fun.
Ooh, yeah.
Pal, how about you? How would people reach you? Do you do commissions, or are you too busy for that?
At this time, I'm too busy for commissions, but I will open in a month, I guess.
Okay. So Dave, when is perfect?
Just to find me, it's just Pow Rodriguez everywhere. When I open a no commission list, everyone will know about it.
Are you mainly on Instagram, Pal, or?
Yeah, Instagram and Facebook.
Sounds good. Okay, guys, let me test this mouse and see if we got enough charge just to finish the show. And it is still dead in the water.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh, guys! Does anybody out there know how to do a keyboard command on StreamYard to end the show? I think I can do it through my browser, but that's quite the quandary, guys. I'm not sure exactly how to end the broadcast other than, oh, it says connected. I have enough for it to close the show. So this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to play your trailer as an outro, but I really wanted to thank you guys for both coming on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us, man.
And folks, if you haven't backed this campaign, please go out to Indiegogo and do that. So guys, have a great day. Have a good evening. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye, pal.
Bye.
All right. Whew, saved by the bell. Okay, guys, that's it for our show. Next week, we have our special guests will be the creators of Jack Irons and New Harlem, and we will be here same time, same bat channel. And so I'm going to go ahead and play the trailer to Perfect 10 that I was intending to play during a quiz, but, you know, things happen. So have fun, guys. We'll see you next time.
Who am I supposed to trust when everyone sees me as a means to their ends? Where am I supposed to go when I don't exist? How do I know where I belong when I don't even know who I am? I have no real name. I'm just a number to them, a weapon, a pawn in a war I don't want to be involved in. Division M and the Prime Syndicate are two sides of the same coin. They exist because of each other. I exist because of them. I was supposed to be a solution, a way towards peace. But I'm just another problem, a liability, a mistake. I have more enemies than I can count. What am I supposed to do? I can't do this alone. I need friends.